What's up, guys? Today we're going to do a part 2 to the live text game demonstration I did a few weeks ago. So in the first one, I basically showed you guys exactly how I open girls in real time. And we received a lot of positive feedback on that video, so I want to make this a series. For this one, to make things even more interesting, instead of using my account, one of the guys in my mastermind group graciously volunteered his. So I'm going to log in as him and show you exactly how I'm going to pick up on his conversations, re-engage old leads, and get him some dates. And you guys can use this as an example and apply all the same principles to your own matches. Alright, so I have logged in as him. For the sake of this video, I am a good-looking Australian Asian man. Let's get started. So we're going to skip the first few because those are from today. You know, there's really, you got to wait, at least a day or two for the girl to respond to whatever, it is that he said. So we're just going to go to the ones that he hasn't had a chance to answer yet, and then all the ones that need re-engaging. So we got, love you too. Mean it, love you too. Oh, she said that twice. That much, huh? Haha, wow, I said it twice. Must mean it. So supportive of you, haha. So here I would just kind of keep building on that flirty vibe that they have going on. This is off to a good start. I would say, look at us already getting all lovey-dovey. Now, he could basically make it more sexual, but I would probably say this is kind of a funny dynamic that he has going on here. So I just kind of built on that. And yeah, it's good to get some flirting in. It builds comfort and all that. So look at us getting all lovey-dovey. All right, set. Next. NGL, you seem like my type. And what's your type? So we got to take a look at the girl. Let's take a look at little Gisela. Ooh, she's a cute Asian. So she's got the nerd glasses. She's got some curves. She's definitely into some kinky shit. So we're going to go off that. We're going to say cute, cute and nerdy with a bit of a wild side. There we go. Nailed it. All right, next. I like your sexy toilet pose. Well, I thank you. She's not giving us much to work with. So here we're probably going to go with a more generic question, like something that, is just going to get the conversation going. I'm going to say, welcome. Are you from here originally? That's one of the questions I really like to ask in terms of just getting the conversation going, because I find that, for most cities, girls have just moved there, so it just creates a whole story. They're like, oh, I actually moved from here and here. What about you? And just a really good conversation starter. All right, moving on. Okay, what do we have here? Are those roses for me? Haha, they could be roses that you get for me. Oh, roses you get for me to give to you. Haha, deal. Should we shake on it? So, okay, a little flirty dynamic. I think we should. Anyway, what's your background? You kind of look Jap. So here's a good chance to insert a little bit of trolling. I would say I'm North Korean. I'm a North Korean defector, actually. And then she's going to say, haha, are you serious? And then he'd be like, no, I'm just kidding. I'm pa. I don't really know what his background is, so I'm not going to be the best person to answer this. All right, moving on. All right, so this chick is not responding. So what's going on here? Ignore my low power mode. So bubble tea and chill. Sounds good for sure. Please tell me your chat team. I don't know what that means. Chat time. And yes, of course, I'm very glad you're not basic ganga only girl. All right, this is some Asian banter that I'm just not privy to. Aha, heck, nah, I prefer chat team, to be honest. My kind of girl, which I've been causing ISO. Wow, what do you assume that I've been called? Why do you assume? Don't worry, it's not a bad thing. Okay, so we need to follow up. We need to re-engage. So when it comes to re-engaging, you really have, I would say, 3 options. The first option is that you build on what was said earlier. So for example, if you could ask a girl, hey, how's your weekend going? And then she doesn't respond, you would say, sounds exciting. So you're basically answering your own question. The second option is that you just basically you like reopen her like yo sexy or hey trouble or hey lover or send her a meme or something along the lines of that. And the third option is you call out her signs, like are you always this talkative or don't be shy or something like that. So, and in terms of like, figuring out which one to use, you just gotta basically evaluate each situation. Like she's only ignored this one message, so calling her out wouldn't really be that appropriate here. Now, can we build on this text? Don't worry, it's not a bad thing. I could say, okay, fine. We can keep it a secret for now. Say that would get the conversation going. That could work. But I think I'm gonna say, okay, fine. Save it for our bubble. What the fuck, bubble? Is it boba or bubble tea? Okay, we're gonna go with save it for our bubble. Or okay, fine. You can tell me over some bubble tea. So basically, yeah, what I'm doing here is I'm just answering. I'm kind of following up on my own question. I wonder if I can even make this better. So this is another thing I'll do. I'll typically write a text and then, I don't want to spend too long on this, but basically I'll write a text and then as I'm writing it, an idea will come and I'll just try to make it better and better. I'll do this for like a minute or two, depending on how much I like the girl. But basically, I don't like the first thing that comes to my mind. I don't automatically hit send. I don't like to rush to it. I just kind of like let it simmer for a little bit, for like 10, 20, 30 seconds, see how much I like it. Sometimes if I don't have a perfect text, then I'll just go about my day and see something comes to me. I just kind of let my subconscious figure it out. I don't really try to stay there for like an hour trying to get it consciously. Okay, fine, you can tell me over some bubble tea. I would say, okay, fine, I guess. Yeah, because the problem, this is a good text, but the problem is that it almost rewards non-compliance because we're kind of escalating. Okay, fine. You're an angel like me, which will work because he has some provocative pictures, so it's obviously a joke. Okay, fine. You're an angel like me. There we go. Okay, that's definitely the best possible out of everything I've suggested. Okay, you have such nice facial structure. Here, I think the best here is just to follow up with this. Are you always this talkative? Because she just ignored the opener, so it's not like, there's been a conversation going, she just forgets to respond to something. Like she literally doesn't respond to the opener, and it's been like a week. Alrighty, what else we got? I had thought the corona got you. Hinge, stop telling me to meet people at home. We're clearly gonna meet these girls in real life, not doing these fucking online dates. I don't think I need to read this. Can you call an ambulance because I went missing? I had thought the corona got you. Ooh, that wasn't really the best follow-up. I know what he was trying to do here. Can you call an ambulance? She would have said because I went missing, haha. And I would have said no because I just murdered my workout. So kind of like she thinks you're going here, but you actually take it in the opposite direction. I had thought corona got you. I think the "Are you always this talkative?" text might be good here. That's kind of like my default go-to. Like when a girl's not responding, I need to reinitiate. I think it's pretty solid because it kind of calls out, the fact that she's not responding, but it does it in like a non-butthurt in a sarcastic way. Alrighty, what else we got here? So this girl he didn't even open. It's a hot Asian with big tits. What is he doing? So we're gonna go with a new opener that I've been using lately, sharing it with you guys in real time. Oh, whoops, old habits die hard. Hey, lover, or hey, potential lover. I like that, bam. So that's another mistake I know those guys make. So I would probably put this guy as intermediate. It's that like they just sometimes like forget about like to message girls. It's not saying that you have to spend your whole day, your whole life on the phone, on the app, but you should like, just have like a ritual, like fucking in the morning, just run through all your apps, just make sure you respond to everyone or once every 2 days, whatever is like a reasonable amount. What you don't want to do is you don't want to have like, let's call it a hot lead, sit for a week or two just because you forgot. Okay, next. I like your sexy sombrero. I like that. Thank you. That's the nicest compliment my son hat's ever gotten. Taking all the compliments away from your sun hat, eh? Yeah, it was okay. It's kind of weak. Are you always this talkative? Wouldn't make that much sense here. It could though. You could use it. Could follow up. So, what else you got going for you? Nah, that's. She might just not respond to that. Let's take a look at some pictures of her and think of something custom. Oh, she's a cutie. She's got a booty too. All right. I want to make this work with this chick. We could say yo sexy, but he already used the word sexy. So what I don't like to do is use the same words over again, because that I feel like shows that you just lack a diverse vocabulary. Thank you. That's the nicest compliment my sun hat's ever gotten. I would have followed up with something completely different. I would have said something along the lines of like, yeah, that is one sexy sun hat. I'll wear one too for a date or something like that. Like kind of just built on that. Taking all the compliments away from your sun hat, eh? Yeah, that's kind of a hard one to answer to. So we have to either re-engage, like yo sexy or something like that. But I think we're gonna go with are you always this talkative? I think that's gonna be. There's probably something better, but I don't want to waste too much time on one girl. So if I can't think of anything after a minute, I'll just go with something default. And it just works. You don't have to always be creative with it. All right. What's going on over here? Okay, so we got the number, so we can skip that. We got another number here. Again, another girl he forgot to message. Let's see if she's cute. Yeah, she could be cute. So we're gonna say, hey lover. That's another one I like. All right. Okay, what's going on here? I'm in another country. I'm bored, so I set my location because California. So this is a girl that's across the world. Yeah, so there's not much you can do with that. I don't really believe you should try to waste your energy on like long distance shit, because 99 out of 100 times you guys are just not going to cross paths, and it'll just slowly fizzle out when you guys both realize you can't meet. So moving on. Okay, so we got some flirting going on here. Let's take a look from the beginning. Hey, trouble. Haha, you can tell already. Oh, I mean, I'm not trouble at all. Yes, no need to play the innocent girl card here. My favorite card. Oh, how's my devilish, how devilish, that's a fucking tongue twister. With your nice lips and possible great booty, I'd say solid 8. Already picked out my greatest assets. Haha. So what he's doing really well is he's got like this fun, flirty banter going, which is good. I was assessing your profile very carefully and extensively. Again, good. I can sense that you saw clearly like what you saw. Must have assisted in giving me naughty dreams. Must have been a wild dream. Oh, you have no idea. Do you remember quite vividly? Care to tell me about? It involved me bending you over my lap, grabbing a fistful of your hair and slapping your ass. And she doesn't respond to that. So I think I'm gonna follow it up with if you're into that sort of thing. So I'm basically like kind of building on what was said earlier. I don't want to completely backtrack because it does seem like she's into like flirting and sexualization. So I want to figure out if this was just a little bit too much for her and she's just been kind of talking shit earlier, or it's just a simple case of her forgetting to respond. And I think it's probably the latter. So we're gonna go with this. Moving on. All right, we got another one he forgot to say. Hey, lover. I've just been loving this opener recently. Okay, so we got some, I don't know what he did with this, so I'm not gonna do much. All right, you seem just like my type. She doesn't respond. So are you always this talkative is gonna be perfect here. Hit her with that. All right, what's going on here? Wine girl, you seem just like my type too. What type of girl doesn't like wine though? So what's your type exactly? Oh, you'd be surprised. Nice lips, possible nice ass, fun personality, great banty. Okay, that actually sounds like me. Haha, perfect. This might just work. So what do you do for work? I'm a gold consultant and strip on weekends. How about you? So one of two things happened here. One, she just forgot to respond. Two, she took the stripping part seriously and that turned her off. I would say I was kidding about the stripping, by the way. Well, don't be shy. Nah, well, I was kidding about the stripping, by the way. So, yeah, we'll just go with that because she might. We could say, are you always this talkative? And then she might say, no, I'm just, stripping is just much for me, but she might not. So I'm just going to take the safer option here. Sometimes there's no like one best text. It's like, do you want to take the safer option? Do you want to take the more risque option? And here it's like, okay, how much safer is it? And how much more? It's like all these trade-offs that automatically like go on in my head. And to me, this is just going to be like the most optimal text, I think, probably. So stop telling me to fucking date from home, Hinge. All right, send. Okay. And then we got one last one. All right, so let's see. Hope you didn't plan on going to a rave this year. Haha, I'm not the rave type, more of a festival gal. A festival gal. I could tell, to be honest, you seem quite whitewashed. Haha, you're not wrong. So does this mean you're still good at math or nah? Some Asian flirting. I love it. I reckon I'm better than a white kid, but I would disappoint my Asian parents. Well, maybe at least you have a better ass. I'm sure they can be proud of that. Yet again, you're not wrong. Don't tease me now. Nice ass is one of my biggest weaknesses. And she doesn't respond. I could get her with are you always this talkative, but I think I'm going to go with yo sexy and just get the conversation going again. Yeah, we'll do that. And well, he's got like fucking 160 hidden ones, but those are the top ones. So basically, what's the takeaway, right? So I'm looking at, okay, is the conversation going? So obviously if he just messaged the girl, if it's been a day or something like that, I'm gonna wait and give it time. You wanna definitely at least give it 2 or 3 days for the girl to respond. So a common mistake guys make is that they'll re-engage the girl just way too fucking early. Okay, that's the first thing. Second thing is if the conversation is going, I'm already gonna build on it. So I'm gonna build on the vibe that was going and just slowly segue it towards the close, right? But I'm not gonna go from like 0 to 100, from like just flirting to, hey, come over tomorrow night. So I'm just gonna, like chess, I'm just gonna slowly maneuver and position things in order to get to the close. And that's what we kind of did. And of course, with re-engaging, I'm really gonna evaluate the situation. Okay, is she not responding off the opener? Have they had a good rapport going and she's not responding? Or is there something that he said that potentially could have caused her not to respond? And then, based on those factors, I go either, I re-engage, I build on what was said earlier, or, I kind of call it out with, are you always this talkative? Or don't be shy, or if you're too nervous, I'd understand, or if you're into that sort of thing, basically any kind of a takeaway. All right, hopefully you guys found this video valuable. The goal was basically to give you a behind the scenes look into my thought process so you can come up with all of these texts on your own. Show me some love by smashing the like button, hitting the subscribe button, clicking the bell for notifications. Also, if you haven't already, check out our Instagram at Real Playing Fire. Always posting a lot of value in there, or as you might call it, fire. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. And until next time.
Playing with fire. It's better than playing with yourself.